Excellent. Well, hello, Trisha. It's a pleasure to meet you, and what an honor to have you here today. I've been looking forward to this live chat since I watched your webinar a while ago. So I just wanted to let my audiences and your audiences actually, I mean, I'm sure they already know you, but my audience says that today I have a amazing, fantastic business partner from Canada that we're going to have a very short and sweet live chat and share some good information with our audiences, and for whoever wants to try this, check out this online business and what we're doing. And so, Trisha, I don't want it to keep you long. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, and floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for the sweet introduction, and I'm very happy to be here as well. So my name is Trisha, and I live in Vancouver, Canada, but I live on a small little island outside of Vancouver, Canada. So I am a mom of 3 little kids. They're 10, 7, and 4. And I used to be in dental sales, and now I do this full time. So that's a little bit about me.
Excellent. Thanks, Trisha. And my name is Yasmin, and I live in Idaho in the United States. And I've been I'm still an active real estate agent, and I've been doing this online business for over a year now. In fact, a couple of days ago, it was my first year anniversary. And so this has been a very interesting journey for me. I've learned a lot, and I'm sure that I have a lot to learn. So I'm looking forward to it. And Trisha, you've been in this business for a while. I would like to know first, how did you find this business, and why you chose this online business, this particular business?
You bet. So I just surpassed my 3 years in the business in early February. And I found this business when I was on maternity leave with my 3rd child. And I was just looking for something that I could do online, not actually thinking that I would find something legitimate. I knew it was out there, but a lot of the stuff we see online is, there's a lot of scams and what have you. But I found this business. I was like, the universe, I think, heard my calling, because I knew going back to work, I did love my job earlier when I didn't have so many kids, but I traveled a lot and had to be away from them so much. And then they were always in daycare. We had no family nearby. So I thought, I got to look, I got to find something else. And I'd basically just seen an ad that scrolled across my newsfeed, and something in it resonated with me, that I just took a closer look. And I was basically at that point, I'm like, nothing is going to change unless I take that leap. Of course, I had some skeptical thoughts, but I just had to jump in, and see for myself. So that's basically how I found it.
Excellent. And I just wanted to tell you that I believe that most of us had that experience of having that, kind of being cautious and having that, feeling of fear and just not being sure about what we're getting into. So, and as far as I know, over 112,000 people are actually in this business right now, which 2 years ago was about like 17,000. So this is a very, business that is growing so fast. But we all had that in common, like how many of us already started our lives with that online business, and then this is our 3rd or 4th experiences. I mean, we've been new to this business, and thank God we've been hanging in there, and we've had some great milestones and great experiences, and it still keep going. I mean, we are in this path, and this is our new direction in life, and I guess that it's just an amazing opportunity that we would like to talk about it a little bit more in depth. In fact, so I've had maybe over 60 live interviews, chats with amazing business partners like yourself. We had, live chats in Farsi, my native language, in English. So the point is that, for a lot of people that they want to get information, these are all just like inspiring videos. And these are just like, it's not like a mandatory thing to do in this business. It's just we would like to get in front of camera And sometimes even things happens that unexpected things happens. We're not professional, like do this because we're like professional people sitting in front of camera. It's all about transferring some information, sharing good information, sharing good experiences, and inspiring people that they have the same mindset and they're looking for extra income, or they're looking for plan B, and on and on. So because that and because of that, for the audiences that they're actually watching us right now, you are welcome to come into our pages. You're welcome to watch the videos, because we've had a lot of videos, live chats, and talking about this business over and over. And that's why I wanted to make this conversation a little bit short and sweet this time. And that is that my question is, how did this business, how it's been impacting your life as far as self-development, as far as personal development? Because my next one will be professional development. Yeah, go ahead, please.
In terms of self-development, I think honestly, I've changed so much as a person since I've joined this business. I used to love to read, but I didn't have the time for it with the kids and with work. With this business, it's very much encouraged, and it's helped so much in my day-to-day life.
Excellent.
My husband says I have changed quite a bit. Your positivity, everything. There's all about the gratitude practices. That to me, and a lot of my business partners as well will tell you, there's so many positive things that come out of this business, which can be finances, which can be time. But one thing people don't talk about a lot is the personal development and, how you change as a person. So that might not be the number one thing people come into it for, but it's definitely an advantage of it.
Absolutely. That's actually a really good point you just mentioned. Like, obviously, a lot of people, maybe including myself, we started this business because we've been focusing on the flexibility. That's what we've been hearing over and over. So you're going to be your boss, you're going to manage your own time, so you're going to manage your own schedule, and then you're not reporting to anyone. So, and you can do this business with your own pace, and also the income. So these are all like what we've been focusing on the most, I believe. Now, as you just mentioned, Trisha, that's so beautiful that, I've been looking back and I'm like, God, there's been a lot of things been happening, and it's impossible you don't get good things out of it. I mean, it's impacting your lifestyle, it's impacting your personality, your self-development, and people's skills. It's like, yes, I mean, income. Who doesn't like a good income?
Absolutely.
I don't believe anyone said, being humble, like, oh, we have very great percentage that doesn't money is last. But this is really, and I'm sure there are lots of businesses out there that they might have the same outcome, but for me, that I've been experiencing this online business myself, for me it's been a lot of it's been rewarding. It's been challenging as well. There's no business that you never had any challenge. I mean, if you have any, please bring it.
Let us know.
Let us know. But I guess that with all the challenges, that's how we get, we get stronger, and we get more motivated, and they keep pushing us forward. I know that in a real estate field that I've been doing it since 2015. I remember my first experience was showing a lot of homes to close friends, and after like maybe 16, 17 homes, they ended up with another agent. And then one of the seasoned and experienced agent who looked at my face, I looked miserable, and she told me, and it was one simple sentence, believe me, and she told me, that's part of the game. I mean, back then I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? That's part of the game. But that was true. With all one no you hear, you get one yes. You keep going forward.
That's
and
true.
So it's been a very good journey for me as well, as far as self-development. You become a very good listener, and even maybe talker, and then you become very patient. And there were moments that I'm like, ah! But then I try to manage it, and then every time it gets better and better, and we're still learning. We keep learning. It's not
Always.
like, okay, in a year I'm going to be perfect and that's it.
Yeah.
And
No.
this chapter is closed. But Trisha, my second question is that how this online business impacted your professional life. So if
Yes.
you can kindly
Yeah.
talk about that.
You bet. So I went into this business hoping that eventually it would replace what I was doing currently, which in a sense made me feel a little sad because I, went through a lot of university and I worked my way up, quite high in my organization. Um, but I knew that it had to change, at least until the kids were old enough, to even maybe move out because
Yeah.
they always need us as their mom. So I was fortunate to retire over a year and a half ago now.
Wow, excellent.
Yes, yeah.
I'm looking
So
forward to it for myself.
I know I fired my
For
boss
you.
and I was 40 at the time. So I never thought that that was, and sometimes I pinch myself thinking like,
Is
my
it
dad
real?
recently retired at 60
Uh,
and I said, oh my God, I'm retired already. So it's hard to
I'm getting
believe.
goosebumps,
I
seriously,
know,
for
right?
you. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's been amazing for in that aspect, professionally. And then even with family wise, like I was able to take my kids out of daycare full time. And then we were able to move to our vacation home that is on this small island that I would never have been able to do if I was
Wow,
working full time because
beautiful.
it would have been just too difficult. So it's impacted my life so much. And the one thing too that a lot of people don't talk about is the friendships and the people that you get to meet all across the world that I would never have met any other time. And I think that is my favorite part of this business is
That's
meeting everybody and, finding places in the world that I never knew existed really. But now I can go once traveling is more readily available, I can go travel almost to every corner of the world to see them. So yeah, I there's probably even more things that I've gotten out of it, but those definitely are the big highlights for me.
I'm sure, we have that in common because
Mhm.
this pandemic was very, it's a big deal for all of us. I don't
Mhm.
know if anyone had exists that had no impact, that didn't have impact by this um, unexpected,
Yes. Yeah.
but this, and that's so funny because last year, like maybe 2 years ago, this time I had maybe one or two friends in Australia, the whole entire Australia.
Right.
Now I know
Yeah.
that I have friends in Perth, I have friends in Sydney, I have friends in Melbourne, and that's the other side of the world.
Right.
And
It's
we're
amazing.
somehow neighbors because I used to live in Washington, which was very close to Vancouver.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually in Idaho, so I'm closer to the other border of Canada. And now
Right.
I have actually maybe four groups of awesome business owners that I just love them dearly, and we're in touch like pretty
Yeah.
much every day. Even
Yeah.
just saying good morning and just giving each other that love, that energy, that is,
Yes.
inspiring feeling. And I can definitely see them if we drive. It's always about like your border issues that we're
Mhm.
kind of like
Absolutely.
it's kind of
Yeah.
sticky. But
Yeah.
when
I'm the
things
same way.
settle, we will definitely have that drive. 2 hours,
Right.
4 hours is nothing for us. So I'm so looking forward to that as
Yeah.
well.
I
Yeah,
agree. I actually speak to my business partners more than I speak to some of my closest friends. So it's, yes,
I hear
it's
you.
quite amazing. Quite
I
amazing.
hear you. Well, Trisha, this is so good that we just talked about two different things, and these are really two totally different things. I mean,
Mhm.
as far as like self development, and as far as like or personal development, and also professional development, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And also, but in this business, I mean, you can just sit down and talk about it like for hours. I mean, that's why sometimes our live chats like ended up with like hour and so on. People don't want to spend that much time to just sit down. And but it's so inspiring, especially for us that we are in this, into this business and we're doing it, that we can just talk about it even more and more and more. But just to tell our audiences that what are we doing, that we're just talking about this online business, and you're welcome to add anything you wanted to just add to it. Basically, we're talking about social media marketing. We're talking about leveraging social media marketing and how make income from this social media marketing. And so when for us as business owners, we're leveraging the system that was provided to us, and this world-class system that or training that it's being updated every day pretty much. So we're not worrying about what's changed since last night when we were asleep, and a lot of things in this powerful system, which is the engine of our business, and all the steps, all the video based, and everything that we have into business, into this system. It actually teaches us how to create campaigns and advertising on different, like 6 powerful platforms that actually they're number one in an entire board. So it's just amazing that how we can do this, because it's fun, it's full of creativity, you can be yourself. And I mean, when it comes to like professionalism and like a professional life, I mean, you kind of see yourself in some sort of like a chart and like a kind of frame that you have to kind of follow that. But in this, first of all, it's an online business, so there's no ending. It's limited. And also we're talking about marketing, advertising, so it's just full of fun, creativity, enjoy. And then isn't it nice that we do focus on that, and then yet we earn money out of it? So what else would you like to? And then we have coaches and mentors, as people around the world that basically we are business partners, and then most of them are mentors, most of them are coaches, so we all help each other, which is amazing.
This community is so full of integrity. That was another thing that really stood out for me. There's just so many benefits to it, and there's so many helpful resources, and some of the things that we do have access to would cost thousands of dollars outside of our training. I did actually post yesterday all about systems and goals, and how people will make goals for an end, something, like the Olympics, somebody wants to win a gold medal. And the big problem is most people have the same goals. So it's not the goals that are preventing them from reaching it. It's actually the systems that they implement in order to get there. So our community are, we're so lucky to have a system that's already done for us. It's just a step by step, and literally anybody from all walks of life can do it. And that's what makes it so, we're all coming in. I don't know if I know anybody in the business that actually had a marketing background. I'm sure there is, but we all come in at the same starting point, and we're all given the tools, and it's just up to us to move forward through it. So it's very doable for everybody out there, which is amazing.
Yes, definitely. And Trisha, you mentioned something earlier when you were talking about your education background. I really wanted to bring this up to our audiences, and that, it's totally fine if everyone, most of us, we came, we have background of like educational background or experiences. Like we all came from different background in this business. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, that if you've studied for years, if you have like 3 bachelors or 2 masters, I mean, if you want to, if there's a good opportunity that you can take it and you can take advantage of it, your license is not going to get
It's not going
disappeared.
anywhere.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
go anywhere. Your
exactly.
experience is not going to go anywhere. So
No.
in fact, you can even leverage from those experiences and strength, and
Absolutely.
and use it in this business, or what other way around.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they all
and
intertwine.
I don't want it to, like, point any particular culture, but I'm sure that some people maybe, in the beginning, they're like, well, I studied a lot for years. I got my bachelor in, like, for instance, law or whatever. And I have to tell everyone that this business, we have maybe a lot of people that they have zero background for,
Yeah.
like even work or any educational backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like, they have no degrees. And
Yeah.
so this business is open,
It's
which is very
open.
good about it. And that's
Yeah.
why when we start, we don't even need to have any portfolio or CV. We just
Mhm.
like decide to do it, and we plug into the system,
That's
or
right.
to this online business. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring it up because
Yeah,
some people, it
totally.
might be challenging for them, that what people will say about me. I mean,
Yes. And that can be a problem. You have to get over that fact a little bit, and that comes with time. But
yeah,
yeah, like you say, there's anywhere from doctors, dentists, lawyers, engineers, all the way down to people who don't even have a high school education.
yeah,
And we're all taught the exact same thing. And it's not about those degrees and everything else that makes you successful. Some might think they are, like if you're comfortable in front of a camera, but it doesn't mean that with practice you can't do the same. So it's
exactly.
definitely possible for each and every person.
Exactly. Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
I just heard actually one of our 22-year-old business partners
Amazing.
been getting great, like hitting very good milestones and
Oh,
making good
amazing.
incomes, and it was just
Yeah.
announced yesterday. So we have students in this business up to, like, maybe 70s, over
I
70s.
think our oldest is 88 in the community, is what I
That's
heard.
amazing. So I
Yes.
think we're in a good shape, because I'm
Yeah.
44, and I've been thinking that hopefully when I get to my half a century here, I will definitely go with
You'll be there
yeah,
before that. I'm certain
definitely.
of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Tricia. I think that, I know that maybe it's a little bit like, it's not very clear for our audiences. So, like, what was it? What were they talking about? But
Yeah.
that's why I'm encouraging our audiences who are watching this live chat, or they're watching a replay
Mhm.
later in the future, to just come into our Facebook pages and then watch the webinars. I keep saying webinars, like live chats that we've
Yes.
posted it over and over and over, in Farsi, in English, for like this on my page.
Yeah,
And they
absolutely.
really get some information, because we cannot talk about all details of a business
Mhm.
in like half an hour. We've been talking
Right.
about 23 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's so inspiring, because we're just talking about the impact of this business in our life. So
And that's the most
if they
important
want,
part. Mhm.
exactly, and if they want, they're welcome to come to go to Trisha's page, or my page, and then the first step, if you want to get some information, is to sign up and put your email and name, and then you're going to receive a link for a webinar, our complimentary webinar, which is going to talk about, like, a overview and a concept of this online business. And I've actually watched a couple of them a few days ago, and I was just getting so inspired. I'm like, God, I'm
Right.
not even the beginner,
I
but I'm
know.
just getting so excited. And it's talking about, like, the benefit of this online business, and it's comparing, like, this online business with some other online businesses and offline businesses, and how much you can save your time and energy and effort in this particular. I'm not talking about any other businesses, because I
Right.
haven't had that experience, though, in this business. So that would be the first step, and then in this email, the emails they receive, it will definitely, there's an instruction to guide them to go to the next steps. But thank you so much, Tricia. Is there anything that
That's
you would like to add to? So
no,
just enjoy.
not really. I just think like really do, it's something worth checking out if you're at a point in your life where you're looking for something, even if it's just, a little bit of extra income. Maybe you just want to do something for yourself, that was one reason too. I jumped in is because I thought my husband actually owns a lot of different businesses, like brick and mortar style. And I thought, I want to do something for myself. And the one thing that, again, stood out for me is the fact that this business can be left to our children. So it can be a legacy for them. So, I just want to prepare them, but I also want to enjoy what I'm doing for the rest of my life. And I mean, the best way to know if it is for you is to check out what Yasmin was saying, check out all of her videos to learn, because obviously you'll see so many different walks of life from all the 60 that you have done so far. Yeah. And then check out the webinar, and there's new people every time. So, we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can watch them live or on replay. And then, go through the steps and the motions, do your own due diligence, and you'll find out if it's for you. And it might not be for you. Yeah. But there hasn't been too many people I haven't found that it isn't for them. So I definitely encourage everybody to check it out for themselves.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tricia. I really appreciate it. And I wanted to thank our audiences watching our live chat. And I wish everyone a beautiful day, night, wherever you are around the world. Thank you so much, Tricia. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.